HOA spied on me and my wife. Now they owe us $2 million and a public apology. The sun dipped low over Willow Creek, painting the quiet suburb in hues of amber. Tom and Lily Harper's modest two-story home stood at the end of Maple Lane, a house they'd poured their hearts into. They were private people, keeping to themselves since moving in 3 years ago. But the Willow Creek Homeowners Association, led by the iron-fisted Karen Whitmore, had other plans. Karen, with her clipboard and perpetual scowl, ruled the neighborhood like a queen. Every lawn, every mailbox, every life had to bend to her rules. For Tom and Lily, her scrutiny became a suffocating cage. It started innocently enough. A misplaced recycling bin, a hedge an inch too tall, petty violations that Karen documented with zeal. But last spring, things escalated. Tom noticed a drone hovering over their backyard, its red light blinking like an unblinking eye. He thought it was a kid's toy until he found a tiny camera nestled in their oak tree, pointed at their bedroom window. Lily, a nurse who valued her privacy after long hospital shifts, was horrified. "Who would do this?" she whispered, clutching Tom's arm. His jaw tightened. "Karen." The HOA's annual meeting was a battlefield. Tom stormed in, holding the camera aloft like a trophy. "This was in our tree," he roared, his voice shaking with fury. The room of neighbors fell silent, eyes darting to Karen, who sat at the head table unruffled. "That's absurd," she said coolly. "You're making baseless accusations." But Tom wasn't done. He'd hired a private investigator, a wiry man named Greg who'd uncovered Karen's secret. The HOA had installed cameras across the neighborhood, citing security. They'd been watching everyone, Tom and Lily most of all, ever since Tom challenged Karen's fines at a prior meeting. The crowd erupted. Neighbors shouted, some defending Karen's protection, others feeling violated. Lily, usually soft-spoken, stood up, her voice trembling but clear. "You recorded us in our home, our private moments. You owe us an apology and answers." Karen's composure cracked, her eyes narrowing. "You're blowing this out of proportion. We're keeping this community safe." But the tide was turning. A retired librarian, Mrs. Evelyn, stood unexpectedly, her frail frame shaking. "I found a camera in my rose garden," she said, voice breaking. "I thought it was my imagination." But now the room gasped. Evelyn's confession was the twist no one saw coming, shattering Karen's defense. Tom and Lily sued. Their lawyer, a sharp woman named Clara, built a case that exposed the HOA's overreach. The courtroom was a pressure cooker, with Karen's smug demeanor unraveling as Clara presented evidence. Drone footage, camera logs, even emails where Karen called Tom and Lily troublemakers. The jury was appalled. The verdict came swiftly. $2 million in damages for invasion of privacy, plus a court-ordered public apology from the HOA. The town buzzed with the news, but victory felt hollow. Back home, Tom and Lily sat in their kitchen, the weight of the ordeal heavy between them. The money couldn't erase the violation, the nights Lily cried, or the trust broken with neighbors who'd taken sides. Karen's apology, read stiffly at a town hall, was a formality, her words dripping with resentment. "We regret any distress caused," she said, avoiding their eyes. The crowd was split, some clapped, others jeered. Willow Creek was a fractured mirror, reflecting distrust and anger. Then came the final blow. Greg, the investigator, called Tom late one night. "There's more," he said. Karen didn't act alone. He traced the cameras to a local tech company, run by Karen's brother-in-law, who'd profited by selling security packages to HOAs across the state. The revelation hit like a gut punch. This wasn't just Karen's vendetta, it was a scheme, and Willow Creek was its testing ground. Tom wanted to fight on, but Lily shook her head. "I just want peace," she whispered. They decided to move, leaving behind the home they loved, the community now poisoned by betrayal. As they packed, Tom found a photo of their first day in Willow Creek, smiling in their new backyard. He traced Lily's face in the picture, his heart sinking. The HOA's cameras had stolen more than privacy, they'd stolen their sense of home. The town, once a haven, was now a battleground of whispers and divided loyalties. Karen kept her position, unbowed, while neighbors grappled with what community meant. Some saw Tom and Lily as heroes. Others blamed them for stirring trouble. The moving truck pulled away under a gray sky. Lily leaned against Tom, her eyes wet. "We won, but why does it feel like we lost everything?" she asked. Tom had no answer. The road ahead was uncertain. Their trust in neighbors shattered. The $2 million sat in a bank, cold comfort for a life upended. What do you think was justice served? Or did the cost of fighting outweigh the victory? Share your thoughts on where community ends and control begins.